So I think you've always been really close to Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that blows me away about Kurt, who owns American Pacific, started Big Valley Mortgage, is his incredible ability to know everybody in his company and have a personal relationship with them. And I think that that you are a lot like Kurt. Obviously, you guys have been friends, and that's why people came to American Pacific to Big Valley Mortgage and stay, because of that ability. And so I see you as having that same ability. Kurt always amazes me. He can remember everybody's name, where he met them. How he even remembered where him and I met back in 1983, 84, both starting in the industry, and would tell me things, and I'd go, God, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Things about me that I had forgotten, and he remembered them all.
Yeah.
And that's what's incredible about, I think, about Guide and your leadership style.
Well, that's high praise, because I also agree with you that Kurt is phenomenal at that. I don't pretend to be that. I don't pretend to be at Kurt's level because I don't remember. I'm not as good with details as he is. But what I see in Kurt is he authentically cares. If you don't authentically care about somebody, it's not going to feel real. And I do authentically care, but he was always that way. Always. And so he's been a leader that I've paid attention to, for sure. And, we're friends, and he's a remarkable person.
Yep.
That being said, if you're not authentic, if you don't really care, people feel it. And it's not just coming from my role. It's like my whole team, I have the most incredible, you guys know a lot of them, a most incredible team that has kind of come, it's interesting. Like I feel like they have just come, and I haven't really talked much about my faith, but I do want to say my faith, when I talked about jumping off the cliff and not sure if my parachute was open, I gave it all to God, because I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was okay with whatever was going to happen. If it didn't work out, I knew that he had my back. So my team, I feel like they've just come to us because God cares about Guide. I know that, for some people, it's true. And so I have the best team, and I have a most incredible staff of people. And the one thing that they all know, if Julie's an agent and she needs her problem solved, has to pick up her check, I will drive to the other office and get it for you before I'll let you be disappointed in us. My whole team feels the same way. Like, we're not going to let our agents down. And the agents feel that. It's real. I hear that more than anything. You have the best team. Everyone here is not just nice, but they care about me. And they should. This is what we're doing.
I talk about that all the time on my other podcast, about the importance of caring about people as a leader, as a coach, as an influencer. When you have that fundamental piece, people want you to challenge them, hold them accountable, to help them become greater than what they are currently.
Yes.
And, there's a reason great leaders stand out.
Yes.
Because there's so many people that think they are leaders, don't take that step, don't actually care, and wonder why they can't hold people accountable, wonder why they can't create an influence, because they've missed the most important piece, which is that.
Yes.
And there is no faking it.
No.
And if most of us have had leaders that have had a really massively positive impact on us, and we've had leaders that we've spent time around and they've made no impact, or they've had the counter effect, right?
Sure.
And if there was one thing that those aspiring to be leaders could really resonate, it's that piece. I think more than anything is that you have to care. And I've been to obviously plenty of your events and seen it, and that is, you cannot miss how that comes through in how you not only convey your message, but the way that you relate with your people. And so I think that's going to resonate with your team. That's going to cascade down. And so that's a really cool story. Do you have any agents that through the leadership team that you've cultivated that you've kind of seen almost evolve in terms of becoming leaders through being able to be absorbed in that environment? Because leaders create leaders.
That's right. Yes, we definitely have. Our leaders that we started with have all grown into new roles or expanded roles. And then we have agent leaders within our community as well. So we find opportunities for them to be leaders within Guide. So while we don't have managers in every office, we have what we call a team lead, which is a full-time agent who has a leadership desire background, or, it's kind of wired. They're kind of wired that way. And so you guys know Rico. So Rico's an agent, but he's our team lead in Ice Blocks. That allows him to use his leadership skills. And so and then Chad Tallick, who was our former broker of record in East Sac, my husband Rick in our Roseville Granite Bay office. And then we have other leaders like Olivia Barrett, who runs helps run our masterminds, and Mike Bailey. So when people have that desire, we try and find opportunities for them to be involved and give back. We've had other agents in our midst who've done coaching, and some Jessica Hilton came from my agent ranks into being my growth director. So absolutely, like you said, when people get the desire, it's a desire to help others more than yourself, kind of,
That's exactly
that
right.
we want to find opportunities for them to participate. And as we grow bigger, it'll just continue to find opportunities.
More and more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We also have agents that are involved in leadership in the larger realtor community too, that we always celebrate and support, like, board presidents and, involved, like Jason Habib's the board president and Rico has been, and, we have several people that have also been involved in leadership at that level too.
Oh.